On September 9th, 2023, Catherine ran her very first marathon. Spoiler, she finished and she got her medal. She shared photos of the race with us in our group chat. I downloaded those pictures along with her commentary and made this trifold mini album for her. I also downloaded photos and some official description from the race website. All official photos taken by the race photographers have "Beat the Blerch" watermarked onto the photo. There are 2 photos that were taken by Catherine, and they do not have that phrase. The main character of this race is the Blerch. An explanation of the Blerch is inside, but the Reader's Digest version is that the Blerch is a manifestation of the inner fat slob of the man who started this particular marathon. The Blerch urges you to sit down, relax, and eat cake, hence the cakes and the donut on the front of the album. Opening up. On the first inside page is one of the photos from the website. While the marathon is a serious run, like many others, it also has its comedic overtones. The inside front page also has the official explanation of what Beat the Blerch Marathon is all about. The opposite page is actually the back of the third page of the trifold. Strava, to strive in Swedish, is an app for tracking physical exercise which incorporates social network features. It started out as a tracking mostly outdoor cycling and running activities using GPS, but now it incorporates several dozen other exercise types, including indoor activities. No doubt Catherine will get a chuckle out of this. It's rather similar to the pictures or it didn't happen. Inside, you'll see that both the middle and the last section of the trifold have waterfalls. This is a very convenient way to present a lot of photos in a small footprint. The middle section is of the race itself, featuring all the pictures that Catherine shared with us and a couple of official screenshots from the website. The first page is one of the website screenshots. It documents that Catherine officially ran this marathon. Over on the right side, you'll see that it has a strap. This didn't work out exactly as I had planned it. With waterfalls, you need to restrain them in some way, otherwise the pages tend to flop all over the place. If you use a strap, you need to make the strap long enough to go over all of the pages and be securely attached to the topmost page in some manner. Well, I almost got it right. The flap magnets that I had are not strong enough to hold all the pages down, but I couldn't remove the darn thing because I had already firmly glued it to the cover board and adhered the cover page. There was no way I could undo all of that without making a huge destructive mess. So my solution was to use a very sticky glue to hold a jumbo paper clip on the first page. The top of the strap slides under the paper clip. A little on the clumsy side, but I was running out of creative solutions. And then I put a tassel on the paper clip as a decorative element. Here is the start of the race. This is one of the official race photographs, as you can tell by Beat the Blerch watermark. And here is Catherine. In all these photos, Catherine's comments are in a little element like this. Somewhere along the race is the Blerch, with signs urging you to rest and eat some cake. The official website stated that at the rest stations there were going to be cake for the runners to enjoy. I've indicated this by a cake die cut. And because the Blerch Oops, there we go. And because the Blerch is urging the runners to rest and take it easy, there is a couch to sit on and a donut die cut. At some point, Catherine encountered a disaster. She developed a leg cramp and injured her IT band. The IT band is let me think if I can pronounce this right now, iliotibial band. Although I had thought I had decent knowledge of anatomy, I had no idea what an IT band was. The IT band is a thick bunch of fibers that runs from the outside of your hips to the outside of your thigh and knee down to the top of your shin bone. If your IT band gets too tight, it can lead to a swelling and pain around your knee. It's an injury often caused by activities where you bend your knee repeatedly, like running, cycling, hiking, and walking long distances. This is another example that reinforces my belief that exercise isn't good for you. As you can see from this chart, that Catherine's progress went downhill from this point. Her comment is, my blister ended up being fine, but my calf cramp and new IT band pain really threw a wrench into the works. But she did not give up. Even though her leg was paining her, she kept on going, albeit at a much slower pace. You can tell from her facial expressions that she was not having a good time. With the finish line in sight, she dug down deep and powered through. Her commentary is, really hurting as I push to limp run the last 100 feet. And look, here she is, crossing the finish line. Well done, Catherine. Her commentary here is that she is breathing. And now she smiles. A very big grin. She did it. Congratulations. Everyone who finishes gets a medal. This was truly well earned. And this element here is from their website that I fussy cut and adhered to the photo. This is Catherine's official result page. It took her 7 hours to finish here, and she was 103 out of 105. However, she finished. I'm so proud that she didn't stop. And on a scale of 1 to 10, she is a 26.2. The third trifold section explains the background story of this marathon and the man who started it, Matthew Inman. All of these pages are straight from the official website. Do note that this strap, holding the watermark pages down, works as it is supposed to with a magnet. So you can turn all these pages and read the comic strip that Matthew Inman created to explain the Blerch. And here is his URL for his comic strip page. And the last page is a plate of donuts. And this is the album that I made for Catherine. She doesn't know that I made it for her. And we are going to see her this Saturday. And I'm going to give it to her. I hope that she likes it.